it back.
What is up, guys? It is Turbo here and welcome. This is Oxford United episode 145, and as you can see today we have West Ham in the league, which is quite an easy game. They are like 17th or something, 15th maybe, and then we have Valencia, which is the last match of the Champions League group stage. So that will be a tough and important match that we have to win in order to progress as first, hopefully. But there's the line for the West Ham match. Obviously I'm not going to play my strongest team, and Sordell is pretty much the main man here. And he has the first chance of the game in the 4th minute. Tries to chip the keeper. I thought he was coming out. That was my mistake, honestly. But then he had another chance, and Robert Green again was in between the sticks to deny Sordell the finesse opportunity a bit later on. And Sordell was really outshining everyone in the first 20 minutes of the match. He set Levin through, and then Zaleski had another chance. He tried to chip it the first time, and then the rebound came to him again. And he smashed it, but it wasn't easy for Rob Green. And honestly, this was quite a boring game because West Ham, well, both of us really, both of the teams were creating chances but not taking them, and a really good save from whoever that was. I think it might be Seven or Petr Cech in goal. I'm not too sure. It looks like Petr Cech in goal to deny West Ham here, but they did keep up the ball, keep up the pressure, and Taylor here eventually went forward, tried to find whoever that was in the middle, but he couldn't quite. We managed to launch a counter attack, and here is the counter attack. The result of it. Lucas Piazza really should be doing so much better with that finesse. I was going to say with that goal kick. It went out for a goal kick. But he does a little bit better here, getting the better of the defender, and kind of lucky to find the ball in his feet again, but really should be in front. Pretty much really unlucky to not be in front before the 30th minute. Again, West Ham had a really nice chance there, but it was well cleared off by the keeper and the defenders. And nothing actually came, no goals happened in the first half. Paulo Machado here had the best chance of the game to get West Ham in front. But, you know, it was into the second half, into these minutes, that West Ham started getting into the game. Jermaine Defoe there with the header, just a little bit wide. And, you know, we did have our moments of possession, but we couldn't really make them pay. They being West Ham, you know. And I think by the end of the game, we ended up having a few more, you know, dodgy finesse efforts that were never really going in. And, you know, we did keep West Ham under a lot of pressure for most periods of the game. But when you're having shots like this with Marvin Sordell that are never going to go in, I wasn't really expecting anything. This is one last really vital chance from Lucas Piazza, and all he had to do was touch that over the keeper and it would have gone in. But unfortunately, we couldn't quite make it. Thank God that Barrera's volley didn't go in the 90th minute. That was additional time as well, so that would have been a piss take. But as you see there, the score did finish 0-0, so it was an alright game. But no, I don't think any team deserved to win it more than the other. So I think it was a fair result. Maybe we could have scored a couple of goals, but now we are playing the strongest lineup possible. Polly, Carrick, Chamberlain, Timazon Kaiser, and of course the main man Atanasov. But we actually go down a goal here. That wasn't it. Gomez, by the way, is playing for them. We go down here to Piatti. Look at this finish. It's excellent. He just does the defenders with ease, really. And then he just had nothing to do. I mean, my sister could have beaten the keeper at that range, so I don't know what that defender's doing in the middle there. Number 3, I don't think it was. But that was a really early start for Valencia, and it did not take us long to reply at all. Oxlade-Chamberlain finding the pass to Atanasov, who managed to take it into his path, outstrength the defender, and then outwit the goalkeeper by just cheekily chipping it over in the 9th minute. Did not take us long to reply at all. There is his trademark celebration. You will always see that celebration from me. And we are level pretty much right away. Valencia didn't have long to enjoy their lead, because we are now back in the match and ready to push for the first place. Remember, Valencia, even if they win here, they can't go through. We will still be second. So they're playing to see who finishes top. They are the group deciders. And Atanasov here again, doing really well today. The ball off to Carrick, who hits the ball straight at their keeper twice, and the rebound luckily came to him for the second time. But we really couldn't make any of our chances pay this episode. Oxlade-Chamberlain hitting the bar with his right foot on the left hand side. You know how much I love those. You know, it was really a much more exciting game than West Ham. You could see that in the first 23 minutes there was 3 goals, and all of them were very well played, very well worked, and really, you know, most of them were team play goals. I mean, Atanasov's goal was a little bit cheeky, but you know, that was a good pass from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Polly really should be doing so much better there with that chance. He should have been putting us level, if not in front by now. I mean, you know, we did deserve a lot of goals, but Atanasov did dally a little bit too much on the ball there in the 33rd minute. So we couldn't quite make him play, really, which is pretty much the story of this episode. I mean, we couldn't take our chances well enough, and Polly was shooting from distance, trying to, you know, redeem himself for that effort earlier. That was the first shot of the second half, but Atanasov was really working well. That really, in my eyes, that should have been a penalty. Maybe a bit unlucky, but it doesn't really matter. again, Atanasov should be getting on the end of that, and I hate it this bit when he just taps it and it doesn't go out. But we did have one final chance with Atanasov there, but unfortunately went a bit wide, and already he's been a really big impact on the game. And to be honest, Valencia, after their initial first two chances, they don't really have much to go for in the box, and Atanasov really was the output for all our attacks, the outlet. Williams will be kicking himself in the shins for missing that header. Getting us level would have been really, really important here, as well as getting us in front. But it turns out that their keeper, I brought on Mr. F for a little bit of height and strength in the box towards later on. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain, no, it wasn't. Yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Lucas Piazon, they all started. They all came on too. But the final score is 2-2 Valencia, which means we record our first loss in the Champions League, and that leaves us with a bunch of menus to show you before the episode runs out. And there's the league table. Unfortunately, we did draw, so we are now 3 points behind Manchester City. We will redeem ourselves next episode by winning all of the games in the league. We do take a Champions League break up until February now, because that is the final group stage. We are through to second place. Two goals behind Bayern Munich is all that separated us, and we do get Juventus in the next round. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.